West Philippine Sea ay pasok sa 200 nautical miles ng Pilipinas and therefore, ito ay ating exclusive economic zone. Meron tayong sovereign rights over West Philippine Sea. Yung buong karagatan dito, mga reefs and shoals like Scarborough, Ayungin Shoal, at iba pa. Which means we have every right to make use of the natural resources there. Eksklusibo ang karapatan natin sa mga likas na yaman dito tulad ng langis, gas, mga isda at iba pa. Walang ibang bansang pwedeng umagaw. Walang ibang bansang pwedeng umagaw. Walang ibang bansang pwedeng umagaw. Walang ibang bansang pwedeng umagaw.
When I was watching the video earlier, doon naka-focus si attorney. Sabi niya lang na because part ng EEZ natin, we have these sovereign rights. And the argument
Kaya atin to.
there's discussion as to the difference as to what would be the difference between the sovereignty, sovereign rights, historical title and claims, mga ganun. So hindi yung mga naka-follow sa kanya, wala. Happy sila kasi tama daw.
So So ito yung magandang interpretation ng EEZ, no? And the differentiation of EEZ and sovereign territory. Punta ka dun sa plaintiff misinterprets.
Second paragraph. Second sub-paragraph, Joey.
Ito. Plaintiff, okay. Plaintiff misinterprets the application of rights conveyed through the establishment of an EEZ. The authority for establishing an EEZ derives from the United Nations Convention on Law of the Sea, where each country is provided with certain sovereign rights within its EEZ, specifically foreign rights for the purpose of exploring, exploiting, conserving, and managing the natural resources, whether living or non-living. Article 56.
That's the Article 56 of the LOS, of the Law of the Sea Convention. Diba? These rights need not be claimed by a coastal state to exist. So you don't need to claim it to exist, no? Ayon, ang sabi niya, in interpreting the laws of the Sea Convention, plaintiff correctly observes that the fish are natural resources within an area under New Zealand's sovereign jurisdiction and authority, nasa EEZ, but carefully and correctly refrains from going so far as to state that the fish are natural resources of New Zealand. Okay, Tio Moreno, naintindihan mo ba to? So nakita niyo yung pagkakaiba, naintindihan niyo yung pagkakaiba. So yung isda, nasa EEZ mo. Pero hindi ibig sabihin na nasa EEZ mo yung isda, ito ay natural resources mo. Naintindihan niyo? Naintindihan niyo? Okay, bakit? May explanation.
The distinction is significant because according to the laws of the Seas Convention, a state is not provided with absolute sovereignty over the living natural resources within an EEZ. The state is only provided with sovereign rights for the purpose of exploring and exploiting, conserving, and managing the natural resources. Sovereign rights are not equivalent of sovereignty. The state, therefore, possesses nothing more than a preferential fishing zone within its EEZ, which has been recognized as
not compatible
with the exclusion of all fishing activities of other states. A coastal state entitled to preferential right is not free unilaterally and according to its own uncontrolled discretion to determine the extent of those rights. The characterization of the coastal state's right as preferential implies a certain priority, but cannot imply the extinction of the concurrent rights of other states. The coastal state has to take into account and pay regard to other states.
Now, even though
Even though plaintiff would like this court to equate the EEZ with the territorial sea, such conclusion would be clearly improper, as certain elements of the high seas are retained in ECC.
Okay. Now yung pinagbasihan ng interpretation niya ng EEZ in Territorial Sea. Nako, ano mo to, Tio, para maging ano ka, perfect ka sa international law mo, no? International Court of Justice case 1974. Ano ba itong 1974 na to? I think this is... Kasi ano to, no? This is already the finer interpretation of EEC, no? Nakita nyo na. Okay, Joey, ano ang mga key points dyan na iyong napulot?
Ayan, the state therefore possesses nothing more than preferential fishing zone within EEC. Ibig sabihin, kung EEC mo yon, ikaw yung preferred na mag-fish doon. But it is not compatible with exclusion of all fishing activities of other states.
Okay, ayan na. Ayan, nakita nyo na yung finer, just kung lawyer na to si Attorney Chorva. Pag lawyer ka, you have to be careful about the words that you use.
Yes.
So you have you have priority in fishing, but priority does not mean
You can exclude. Yes. Oh.
May
Pero
priority.
ang stronger statement nun is the next sentence. You don't have unilateral discretion
Yes,
sa preferential rights mo.
Sas, I'd like to share this to everyone because sa law school din, ang focus nila is yung term na exclusive, di ba, Miss Joy? Exclusive. Because now, exclusive. So it's
Para natin, dahil exclusive.
yung focus nila, the term exclusive.
And because the words is exclusive, they thought that you can exclude others.
Ayan na, meron ng jurisprudence, meron ng ICJ. Although walang, okay, you have to remember this, Tio, para mabatukan mo yung professor mo. There is no stare decisis in international law. Of course, you know what stare decisis, no? Yung mga hindi nakakaintindi, no? Para malipat kayo sa sa honor section ni Tio Moreno. Ang ibig po ng stare decisis, this is a doctrine na halimbawa sa atin, no, sa Pilipinas, the Supreme Court decision becomes part of the law of the land. And all interpretation of law na in relation to the same facts, yun ang mananaig na interpretation. So merong rule of precedent that stare decisis. Kung how it was decided before, most probably it would be the same decision in the future unless magkaroon ng revolution. Very conservative kasi ang domestic law, no? It's more conservative. Ang international law po walang ganon. International is very flexible. Meron din na it's actually more complex kasi creation of facts creates law.
Kasi
Halimbawa,
because of the sources of international law is very broad.
Yes, because the source of international law is the relation of states. So and their practice. So ngayon, itong inaano dito is malinaw na EEZ is not sovereignty. EEZ is not territory. Therefore, you don't have sovereignty there. Ngayon yung pag-focus nila dun sa word na exclusive, this is incorrect. This is actually navel gazing, no? Bakit ka mag-navel gaze? This is not very lawyerly. You go to jurisprudence, no? Kasi hindi ikaw ang first mag-interpret ng exclusive. Marami ng interpretation na exclusive at ito nga yung isa sa mga pinaka-influential. Itong Tio, plus 10 ka dito, hindi nila ito alam, no? Itong Coro North America versus United States, no? Joey, flash mo uli yan para yung mga nakikinig sa ating mga law students, no? At may pan-debate sila, di ba? Di ba? Coro North America versus United States. Ang maganda kasi ito, kasi nga, pinagdidesisyon kasi dito kung kaninong isda yun.
Even though plaintiff would like this court to equate EEZ with the territorial sea, such conclusion would be clearly improper, as certain elements of high seas are retained in an EEC. specifically the freedoms of navigation and
Yun.
overflight and of the laying of submarine cables and pipelines and other internationally lawful uses of the sea related to these freedoms.
Article 58 of the Laws of the Sea. Okay. In addition, yan, importante yan.
In addition, a state is free in its territorial sea to prohibit fishing by foreigners, monopolize the fishing resources and the exploitation thereof, and fully control those waters. Within an EEZ, however, the state retains control of the fishing resources only for the purposes of optimum utilization and to prevent unnecessary exhaustion of resources. In this regard, although the state retains the exclusive right to determine the amount of allowable catch, it is obligated to allocate the surplus among other states.
Okay, next sentence, ito lang pinakamalupit. Diyos ko dahil. Mapapasampa ko si attorney. Okay,
Consequently, it would improper to characterize fish caught within a country's EEZ as originating from that country on the basis of their being caught within EEZ.
Exactly.
Importante to. It would be improper to characterize fish caught within a country's EEZ as originating from that country on the basis of being caught within the EEZ. So, hindi mo isda yon pag nahuli sa EEZ mo.
Okay, so ang ano kasi dito, ang ganda kasi ng kasong to is, yun nga, pinag-aawayan nila kaninong isda. kasi nga, meron kasi ano to Cold War era pa to 1988. So inaano nila is, ano to ang ganda nga ng joint venture nito Japan, Soviet Union, I think New Zealand. Soviet Union, Japan, and New Zealand. Can you imagine Soviet Union, Japan, and New Zealand may joint venture? This was during the Cold War, tapos ikaw ayaw mo makipag-joint ventures sa China.
Maganda.
Kapit-bahay mo lang yung lapit-lapit. Yung New Zealand, Japan, and Soviet Union, tatlo pa sila. Ang lalayo nila sa isa't isa, mga bakla.